Hello and welcome to the Floppy Disk Reviews Top 5 GTA games of all time. We're going to count it down from 5 to 1. I'll tell you my reasons for each selection, and afterwards we'll argue about it in the comments down below, I'm sure. And starting off with number 5 is GTA 4. This game, while beautiful and really just a great visual enhancement over the previous GTA games, left so many people wanting so much more. Your character is very dull in it. You don't care about him. He has this annoying ass cousin that for some reason he likes to hang out with and do things for, and it makes absolutely no sense why he's there. It is absolutely a huge bore fest by the time that you get to the end of it, and there's no reason for that to be. So, with the driving mechanics being shoddy as hell, and the fact that you really don't care about the characters, you can't shoot anybody when you want to, really this game left me just wanting to go and try to get my wanted ranking up there. That's all that I ended up doing at the end, and that's how it was. There are DLC packs for it that increase the driving abilities a little bit, and the stories are much more enticing. But after you get burned by GTA 4, and I finished the entire thing, the ending was, it felt like they wanted to make another game by the end. Because, spoiler alert, if you haven't played it by now, please don't. You fall in love with this girl, and then she's murdered at your cousin's wedding, and then it goes, and you wake up, like, I think it's 6 months later, you're in sweats, and you're all depressed, and then you go kill the guy, and that's the end of it. Yeah. That was their bright idea to end the game. That is not okay with me. But of course, it does make GTA just visually enticing. The DLC packs do add a little bit to it, and getting your wanted streak up is really just a lot of fun in this. So, moving on to number 4 is Vice City Stories, which I originally played on the Sony PSP, hated it, and somebody gave it to me on the PlayStation, and that is where you should play this. Do not play it on the PSP. It's broken, it's nasty, it's terrible. There's some missions where you just can't win, and they try to bring over some stuff from San Andreas, which is really cool. Instead of making like a game thing, like game territory, you have businesses that you have to protect, which is absolutely great, and it really makes you think that this is what they should have went with for GTA 4. It's not very visually stunning. You have this whole like military aspect, and the character actually feels like he doesn't want to kill people, which can be a little tricky when you're running over tons of people and being wanted by everybody. So while you do have a lot of things that go right with this game, there are some flaws in it, which is why it only ranks to number 4. And of course, number 3 is the original, the best, the wow moment in gaming, GTA, the original. It was a great arcade type game. You have running, you have... Really, if you haven't played it, Rockstar every once in a while releases them DRM free. I think it's Rockstar Classics or something. Go and download them and play them. It'll blow your mind if you've never played them, and you get to see where they've come from, how far they've come, because they have really come far from their top-down shooter driver aspect, and it's amazing to play. And number 2 is really the one I grew up playing, is Vice City. While GTA 3 does a great job of making it to where you have tons of 3D aspects, the shooting wasn't the greatest in it, the driving was kind of hard, it was really dark, and Vice City blew that all out of the water. You have great big bright buildings that you want to go and look at more. You can buy properties now. You can just feel the aspect that they were getting after. GTA 3, I mean, the story was kind of dull, and you were like, I don't know what this character is. With Vice City, you want to build on that character. and you want to see the next thing. You want to hear the next song on the soundtrack. The radio is definitely the best in any game from the GTA series. And Rockstar really outdid themselves when they pretty much just screwed over GTA 3 by releasing this one. But that is nothing compared to my number one pick for Grand Theft Auto. It's San Andreas. It's gotta be. There's absolutely nothing that is really a deal breaker for this game. You have tons of RPG aspects where you can go and look at how you're going to develop your character. You can go and swim for like hours. I remember I had to swim for a couple hours just before I went to a mission, so I had the lung capacity to do the mission. You have the whole flying aspect, which I didn't even get. It took me a couple years to beat this because I was a kid when it came out. But when you finally get to the flying, it's so much fun. The ending is amazing. If you haven't beat this game, go and beat it. It really just ties it all back together, which is something that this story does that no other GTA I really think has. Like when you go and you steal a book of rap lyrics from a guy, later on in the game you find him and he's just wrecked, and you want to help him now. So really, it's an amazing game, and if you haven't played it, play it. The customization, the RPG elements, the flying, the setting, they're all bringing it back for Grand Theft Auto 5. And if you haven't played this one yet, it's a great prequel, I'm sure, to Grand Theft Auto 5, and it's a great way to see where they're coming from. This game, it's a good 40 to 50 hour game. And really pulls you in, because just the fact that you can just drive from one area to another and it feels like you're actually getting somewhere is amazing. And the different styles that they brought in with the trailer parks and the suburbs and the city and Las Venturas, it's beautiful how they pulled it off. I don't think they're ever going to beat this game. I really am hopeful for Grand Theft Auto 5, but really, this is the game that it just epitomizes what they do. They bring in references to riots. They bring in the whole 90s culture of drugs and gangs and how we were dealing with those at the time, and they've really put their mark on this one, and I'm hoping that they can do something great with it. I mean, it's just like the epitome, just a mwah, you know? That's the kapow, the bam, you know, you really want to play this game to completion, which I know I'm going to get like burned at some point during this, but I just feel like this one is the one that they've epitomized to make it the best, which is why it's my number one. We'll have to wait and see. I might have to redo this when Grand Theft Auto 5 comes out, but for now, San Andreas, definitely the best one, and I hope that they can bring some of the fun back that they lost. Thank you. Be sure to like and subscribe. Leave your comment down below of what you think is the best Grand Theft Auto game, and I'm sure you guys will tell me that I'm wrong, and a lot of people disagree with me on this, and they have a lot of good opinions too. So leave a comment down below of how I'm stupid, and we'll go from there. Thank you.